Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Manchester City watch along. It is Forest versus City today. A little bit deflated for obvious reasons. Just finished watching the Aston Villa Arsenal game, hoping for Arsenal to drop some points, and very frustratingly, they get a very fortunate goal in the 93rd minute or so. It bouncing in off a World Cup winning goalkeeper's head. And you get the feeling that there might be, that could be a sort of title-defining game for Arsenal. Just the fact that they've obviously been having a bad run of form. I don't think they were particularly good in the Villa game either. So if they lost that one, it probably would have been detrimental to their title aspirations if they drop points. But the manner of the victory, the fact that they came back from defeat twice, to me suggest that that's actually a more damaging result from a City perspective than if Villa, if like Arsenal just comfortably won 3-0. So bit of a tricky one there. Time will tell. Time will tell to see exactly. Hello, Cakes, love you too, mate. Time will tell to see if that is the case. But it's still in City's hands regardless, as long as City do well. But yeah, as I say, you get the feeling that that might galvanise Arsenal now, and they might go on running like 10 wins in a row. But we'll see. There are still plenty of games to come, and if City win today, if City win today, they'll go back to the top of the table with the game in hand. But still like 3 points behind realistically. So that is the state of play. Jack says, Jack, I've sorted myself out, but and Musty, I've just had a correspondence from you as well. I think the thing you sent me is the thing that I have identified. So I am indeed watching this game. I've got my cousin is in Nottingham. He is actually at the match. To be fair, he is in Nottingham. And that is a definite truth. And what may not be is that he's currently in my ears telling me exactly what is happening on the football pitch for me to. It's his description is so good. It's like I'm watching it visually. So yeah, that's the thing. Hello, Owl. Hello, Zaki. Could be a tough game of Forest's home record. Is definitely. They've got Keylor Navas in goal as well. It's going to be a very tricky one. And there you go, Musty sending me 5 good reasons to start exercising it in autumn. What a huge win that is. Hello, TTV. How are you doing? And we've got Narmbread here as well. Yeah, I can see the exercising link. I love that. Thank you so much, Musty. Really appreciate that. Love that. I think it's, it is the one that I identified also. So that's good. So we'll be fit together, Musty. We'll be fit and healthy together. We love to see that. We really do. Anyway, but yeah, so that was the Arsenal game. As I say, little bit deflated in terms of the context of the result. I personally thought that Villa deserved a draw from that game. They even had a very good shot saved late on. Villa were terrible defensively. I thought Arsenal were bad defensively as well. But yeah, so I thought that probably 2-2 would have been a fairer result, but hey, it's irrelevant. Hello, Alu. But it's irrelevant if City can just win all their games. Oh yeah, it was a very entertaining game. It was indeed a very entertaining game. That's for sure. Thank you for that, Jack. Love you too. This is the team we've got today. Keylor Navas, the multiple Champions League winner, in goal for Forest. I'd be lying to you if I told you I've seen loads of Forest games this season. I've only seen the odd one. I've seen lots of their highlights, but in terms of full 90 minutes, I haven't seen that many of Forest. So I don't really have much to say about their team. They do have some interesting players, the likes of Colback and Shelvey. Obviously, much more interested talking about City's lineup. I'm assuming it's going to be the same situation with Bernardo Silva as the auxiliary left back. That seems to be the go-to in recent games from Pep. He did it against Villa, did against Arsenal, didn't quite work against Arsenal, but that's because, it's Arsenal. Did work against Villa. You like to think it could work against Forest. Really happy to see Diaz and Laporte. As good as Akanji's been defensively, he's not as good a ball player or as aggressive as Diaz. So I think that's really good to see Diaz and Laporte in there. Happy to see Walker keeping his place. The midfielders, as you'd expect. Grealish actually starts. Well, I've made a pyramid in honor of Mo, that's why. But Grealish starts, which is interesting because Foden in my head was 100% going to start. So I thought, well, you know, Pep still seems a bit reluctant to play him in the midfield all the time. So maybe he'll give Grealish a rest. But no, Grealish continues his run in the side, and it's Foden is on the right-hand side. So Mahrez drops to the bench, maybe with the idea of Mahrez being picked for the Champions League against Leipzig, potentially. I'm not sure. But yeah, rotation is the thing with Pep, so we will have to see what we see. What a goal for Jorginho, says Alan. What a goal for Emi Martinez, bouncing off his head. That's why it was such a shame it happened in that manner as well. Azaki says, I guess Forest play through the middle more than the wing. I don't think Bernardo will struggle. I hope so. I do indeed hope so, yeah. It does appear that Forest are going to be playing very narrow. They've got, Gibbs White, for example. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Gibbs White's much more of a central player than a winger in general, so it is going to be particularly narrow, as was Aston Villa. Aston Villa were also very narrow against City. How did Martinez score the 98th minute? Because it was a corner for Villa in the 97th minute, and they sent up the goalkeeper and like one ball over the top, and then it was attacked. So the XG on that shot was 0.97. Just to put that in the context, it was literally an open goal. Is Peroni on the bench? Asks Musty. Good question. Let's take a look at the bench. He is not. Stones is injured. That's the only injury absence for City. City have Alvarez, Mahrez, Palmer, Phillips, Akanji, Ake, Lewis, Sergio Gomez, and Ortega. There is no room for Peroni on that bench. For Forest, they have Andre Ayew, Chris Wood. Totally forgot he played for Forest. Can't lie to you. Anyone else who might be interested? Scarpa and Nico Williams on the bench as well. They've got a lot of injuries, though, have Forest. Bowley, Taiwo, McKenna, Yates, Richards, Henderson, obviously, and Chiarte. So a lot of injuries, but they've got a lot of players at Forest. They signed a lot of new lads. So it's a thing. And TTV says, I reckon Palmer should go on loan. Potentially, yeah. I'm not quite sure what I think about Palmer. I think Palmer will be a Premier League player. I just don't know if he'll be a Manchester City level player. That's my only thoughts on him. Jack says, I thought Peroni travelled with the squad. Maybe he did, but there is no room for him on the bench. I'm just double checking that I haven't got that wrong. No, yet Peroni is not on the bench. Which would be a bit upsetting for him. I still don't really know what sort of player he is. He's apparently a central midfielder who's left-footed, but I don't know anything about him. Hello, Miro. We'd score in the first few minutes. I'd love that. That's why it was so refreshing against Villa. It was like, oh, goal in like the first 5 minutes. Amazing. We love that. Because the first goal for City is always the hardest goal. Because teams will look to congest and strangle City's offensive play by just camping behind the ball. Jack says he's better than Enzo. Excellent stuff. TTV says I've seen him play. He's okay. Who's that, Peroni or Cole Palmer? Let me know. But yeah, guys, get your score predictions in. We are 4 minutes away from kickoff. Because of reasons, which I'm sure you guys are well aware, I'm obviously not able to watch this on my Sky box on TV. So I therefore will no doubt be not in tune with people who are able to watch it live, i.e. Musty in North Macedonia, who can just watch it in real time. So forgive me if my timer is like 5 years behind yours, but there's nothing I can really do about that, to be honest. That is the beauty of the 3 p.m. kickoff, and it's a number of many reasons why I think we should be done away with the rule, because it's archaic and is irrelevant. I tell you where I'm not right now. I'm not at some arbitrary lower league club just because the game isn't on TV. I tell you where none of you guys are, at an arbitrary lower league club in England. You're with me watching the stream, so I don't know how many people actually do that. Cole Palmer, yeah, Palmer's okay. Last season when he played, he was actually really promising. This season when he's played, he's not had that end product. He's like made bad decisions in the final third, which I think has exacerbated the question of is he good enough or not. Jack says, I don't get why we wear this kit so often. It must be to push sales, Jack. It must be. The fluorescent green one. It must. There must be like when you do like a shirt sponsorship deal, there must be something written into the contract which says, right, you will wear this shirt X amount of times and you wear this shirt X amount of times. That's my theory. That's my guess. Again, Sal reckons 4-0. Why was I streaming until 1 a.m. yesterday? Because we were having a terrible time on Football Manager TTV, and I said that we are not leaving until we win. Boys, just turns out villagers can't hold leads in a title race. Absolutely. Zaki says, I wonder what the Forest fans will sing. Well, it took Aston Villa 90 seconds for them to start singing the Champions of Europe one, which was amazing. Forest, there was a similar thing. I think they sung it 6 times when they came to the Etihad. Which is very impressive. Let me just turn my volume up so I can hear it. I'm officially watching this via beIN Sports, which is why is Morgan Gibbs White like stood like that with his traps like that in the air? What's that all about? That's weird. As it's a remarkable achievement. Yeah, and we always sing Champions League. You weren't even born. Sit down, shut up, says Village. How are you doing? And there is Pep, my beautiful bald man. Right, Edison. This is your chance, mate. This is your chance. I've given you this game as a chance to woo me, tempt me back, because I'm getting upset. Just Kevin Sports as Musty. Oh, dearie me. I'm sure it does, but I mean, I'd be interested to know, Musty, how good. I mean, I can't really justify getting a Sky package and a BT package and all that because I'd be behind because I'd have to do it online, wouldn't I? Assuming there's like a live streaming service, and then I'd be behind you all the time, and then it wouldn't be a good time. So, and as I say, I can't really justify having a Sky package and a BT package and a Prime package and an Arena Sport package. That would just be mental. How much is Arena Sport though, Musty? Like, make us in England cry with how cheap your packages are. How much is it? That's a North Macedonian TV thing. There's little Phil. The lineup officially for City is 3-2-4-1. What does that mean, Narmbread? I don't see City doing that. I don't see City doing that when it comes to being without the ball. Yeah, for some reason, I'm an idiot. There we go. I was going to say, like, why is my Spotify not working? It's because I didn't have the sound on. Ha 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 ha. It is relevant, Body, because it's a weird thing to brag about, is the point. Yeah, what is that, Narmbread? No, the first time you've been bad. Shut up, Jack. I've just smashed my knee. Ow. Always been Sport UAE. I thought it was Qatar. I thought beIN Sports was Qatar. I'm sure it's in UAE, but I thought it was like a Qatari broadcaster or something. It is weird to brag about it in 90 seconds into a game when you weren't even alive to witness it. I disagree. Oh, amazing! So we've already kicked off. I've not kicked off though, so I'm well behind. Deary me. That's how far behind I am. Let's see exactly how far. So I can so we apparently kicked off 30 seconds ago. And we're still doing the tributes for Atsu. It was very terrible news, wasn't it, that he was killed by that natural disaster in Turkey. That was actually awful. That was hello, Nate. Have you seen Qatar bidding for United? I have, TTV. I have. No fake scores, please, by the way. If Gibbs White has actually scored after, 5 seconds, I'll be upset. But please don't give me a fake score. Because, bear with me, as I say, for this stream. Hopefully this will be like the only one all season. God, I'm so far behind. Must see this, It's doo-doo. Oh, God. Right, we'll put in that 5-second delay on meant shit all. I'm still behind. Still behind. Still behind. Players are taking a knee now. It is a throwback, yeah. God, that was terrible, wasn't it? Watching on Sky go and... There we go, we've kicked off now! And I'm only 2 minutes behind! What a win! Oh, God. Chelsea going to lose to the Saints. Yeah, if you guys want to keep me updated... Oh, wow, we're a second in there singing it. Yeah, it's for me personally, I think it's embarrassing. But is the other one... Is the other one English, though? That's the question, Musty. Oh, wow, this one's well ahead. Oh, my God, that was well ahead. By, like... The second link, Musty, is 50 seconds further ahead. Right, I'm going to use the second link, but I'm going to be behind in the audio. So I'm listening to English commentary from my cousin in my head. But he is, for some reason, he's delaying it by about 50 seconds. So I'm currently on... So the timer is now wrong. So I'm on 1 minute 50, 51, 52, 53, 54. No, body, it is just a bit pathetic, I think. My Sky Go doesn't even work. It just doesn't let you log on. Amazing. Yeah, Musty did, yeah. Why does Prime... Right, is it for you guys as well? Oh, yeah, Musty, that's what I've done. For Amazon Prime, for you guys, when you're watching something live, is there like a massive delay? There's only like a 5-second delay on my phone, but there's like a 50-second delay on my Skybox, and then there's like a 40-second delay on my smart TV. What's going on there with Prime? What's going on? Mo, he just happens to be back from injury. I'm currently using an exercise one visually, and in terms of audio, I'm using the other one, Musty, because the exercise one isn't in English. You've given me an exercise article which is in I think it's Arabic, so I'm gonna learn how to exercise, but I might be a bit slow because, as I say, it's in Arabic. Right, here is Laporte on the ball. Just for reference, I'm currently in the 3rd minute. Who are Liverpool playing? Oh, they're playing Newcastle later today, don't they? I was going to say keep me updated, but they're obviously playing later. Grealish has won a foul. Water is wet. He's got lovely thighs, hasn't he, Grealish? Goodness me. Goodness me. How you doing, by the way, Mo? Yeah, that was it's just a totally unnecessary foul on Grealish. Like, he wasn't going anywhere. I don't know why players do that all the time. Just unnecessarily fouling my man. My boy. He might be better, Musty, but I can't speak Arabic, so, it's a little bit tricky for me. Yeah, so my timer is very wrong, DR. I'm currently 50 seconds ahead of my timer. God, but I'm still behind real life. Goodness me. Yeah, so I'm currently 30, 50, 51, 52. Here is little Phil. It's whipped in, and City want a penalty. They're not going to get it. Laporte is asking for something. He's praying. He's literally praying. He ain't getting it. Let's have a look, see what happened here. Nah. Goes down far too easily for my liking there. Hello, Big Dave. How you doing? You on God, you're fluent in Arabic. Well done. Village says it's 1-0. Guys, if you can, try to not tell me what the scores are, because for this stream only, I am going to be behind you. So if you could try to keep score reveals on the DL, that would be beautiful. That would be sensational. Big Dave says no. Well, that's in reference to... Yeah, how you doing, Big Dave? Pep said Bernardo is better at left-back than Zinchenko and Delph. I mean, he's more versatile, I feel like, to be fair. He's definitely much more of a creative influence, I guess. He's more tenacious in the challenge, you might say. It's just gone 6-0 Forest. Wow. Boys says Liverpool are pushing for a late title charge. Yes, DR, I can. 5 minutes, 17, 18, 19, 20. There you go. Yeah, Big Dave, I'm doing good. I'm doing good going out with my girlfriend and parents tonight. It's going to be lovely. Going to a nice restaurant. Going to have lovely conversation and eat some lovely food. It's going to be great. I'm very excited because it's a restaurant I've never been to. This Bob Brick infuriates me. Why is he benching one of his most in-form players? That's what he does. That's what he does. Only 35 seconds. That's good. But remember, well, but I've got a 5-second delay on the stream as well. So 30. So I'm only 30 seconds behind the live action. That's not terrible. To be fair, that's not terrible. Shut up, Village. Baldy, you okay? You okay, mate? Knob coins have been given, by the way. I support Man City, Big Dave. I'm guessing you support Liverpool because you put You Never Walk Alone. But do correct me if I'm wrong. Do correct me. Here is Little Phil on the ball. Walker, Rodri. Walker being much more of a fullback. Foden's fouled there, is he? De Bruyne picks it up anyway. Walker was in an offside position. He didn't touch it. City throw in. I guess it's Oh, is it not? It's not on TV, DR, for you? Really? Gosh, it is. It is really just arena sports, which is clear of literally everything. How much did he say it was, Musty? And yeah, most of I guess my fault for ever owning any City player. Well, to be fair, I thought that putting in Nathan Ake would have been a pretty surefire, like nailed on, like starter for City because Stones is injured. And Ake... Oh, here's Foden in the box. He plays it out to Jack Grealish, who takes the shot, and it's a good block. That was surely destined for the back of the net. 16 euros a month. So is that in English pounds? Is that like 15 quid a month or something? That is insane. Yeah, it was nearly good play by... It was good play by Foden, who played it into Grealish, and Grealish took the shot, but as I say, it was deflected. Blocked, rather. It's on TV, but I'm watching it on the free Iraqi app. It's technically illegal, but only Iraq available. What the fuck? Iraqi rules. Why have they randomly not streaming the Prem on Sky Sports? 3 p.m. kickoff in it. Oh, Gundogan with a lovely take there. He's got to find Foden here, and indeed he does. I've liked it to come a little bit sooner there. The English commentators just... I mean, my cousin's just seen the Grealish chance. Cross in by Walker, and it's a corner. The only thing Liverpool are walking to is the Conference League. Gary Neville slating Qatar, and then buying United is funny as fuck. Little changes anyway. Yeah, it's not the money for me. It's the... Because United have always spent more than everyone else, basically. Only Chelsea spent more than United in the Premier League era. No one spent more in world football than United in the last 10 years. No one's broken the British transfer record more than United. United have broken it 7 times. The next nearest is like twice. So it's not a case of having money. Going on with the shot, which is blocked again. It's about, are you using it correctly? And Grealish got some defending to do. He's fouled. No, apparently not. And Forest have a really good chance here. Walker comes over. It's a really good defending there. And it's back. Some of them support City. Some of them support United. Some of them support Chelsea. Some of them support Sampdoria, must they? Holland scored 5. Yeah, I'm getting impatient in it, yeah. Why am I using the VPN? Because, KX, basically, I ran out of free trials. And I'm not getting, you know... not made of money. I can't afford a VPN to have all the time. So I ran out of free trials of VPN, so I'm relying on my cousin in my ear. That's what I'm relying on. My cousin's just got to the Gundogan shot. Here is Foden, I'm being told, by someone else in my other ear. Kyle Walker. Bernardo, do something, mate. He's running backwards for some reason. How many of you guys are watching the game, or are you relying on my excellent commentary? Your stream being delayed makes me think this stream is delayed, says Musty. I know, it's a thing. Well, that probably isn't helped by the fact that I got my timer in the wrong order. But hey, we'll make it through. The good thing about City away games is they're very rarely on at 3 p.m. Sometimes the home games are. But I obviously go to the home game, so that's irrelevant for me. Normally, the away games are on TV. It's just a shame this one isn't. Here's Foden, nice close control. I thought he was going to take the shot there. He doesn't. Opts to find Kevin instead. Who is Foden again? In the box. He's placed it to Hall. Oh, it's too much on the ball there, though. I think Haaland can maybe keep it in. Yes, he can. It's a good tackle by Forest. It's a throw-in. Is this the first 3 p.m. game? Away, it must be musty. I'm not streaming, Drill. Don't you worry. I'm not illegally streaming. It is away musty. I think at home we've had a fair few 3 p.m.s. But away, it's definitely the first 3 p.m. Here's Grealish. Pops into the box and Forest get it away. It's been all City so far. I've been denying you guys some stats. Apologies for that. Let me whip them out. There we go. Sensational. Being sports clutching the game up, says Mo. If we get more Americans, I'll support Plymouth full time. It sounds like a fair few people have put a what's it? But yeah, it's only going to be available for America, isn't it? Sorry, for America, for Iraq. If it's like an Iraqi app. Don't know what I would have done without the stats, Jack. Well, exactly. That's why I've given them to you, because I knew you especially, Jack, were concerned. The City have had close to 90% of the ball so far. Forest will be looking to counter-attack, as basically every team does against City. Bernardo tries to put a ball in. Forest once again are able to clear it away, only as far as a throw-in, though. And Drill says, Ratcliffe is coming. You're not going to get Americans. From a United perspective, that's probably better than Americans, though, because Ratcliffe's a United fan, isn't he? So he probably wants them to succeed. You would expect. Oh, yeah, send it me, and I'll have a peruse. What is this? This better not corrupt my hard drive. Oh! You didn't see that. You didn't see that, yeah? Oh, yeah, what have you done to me, mate? You've exposed me. I didn't think that would happen. Oh, dearie me. Anyway. Yeah, I don't trust this, to be honest. Nah, I don't trust this. Blame DR, guys. He sent me a highly... He sent me a link. He sent me a link that said... He sent me a link that said, free cookies here, and I clicked it, and so blame him, not me, yeah? There's nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with me. No cap, no cap. Right. Spread that under the rug. Move on, move on. Oh, God. Anyway, here is Jack. He's fouled. Referee says play on. There's no advantage. Yeah, give a free kick. There we go. Right. Oh, that was really funny. Yeah, you cheeky minx. Oh, you trying to get me in trouble, are you? Oh my God, what is happening here? Yeah, you've sent me. Oh my God, what have you sent me? You're trying to corrupt me. Right. Okay, to be fair, it is actually quite far ahead. Okay. Right. I am now... in the future, even more so. I got my free cookies, yes. I got free cookies, and I got an extra 30 seconds. I'm now at 14, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 15 minutes. That's what I'm at now, according to the noises in my ear. Bear in mind, there's a 5-second inherent stream delay. Let me know where you guys are in comparison. DR and Musty in particular. Yeah, this one is like is a lot more ahead, but it's a thing. I'm only 30 seconds behind. Wow. No, so that means I'm less than 30 seconds behind because there's a I just kept the delay on Twitch, so there is still a 5-second delay inherently. So I'm less than 30 seconds behind. That's not terrible at all. We take those. We take those. Village, how are you ahead? You're in Northern Ireland, mate. What are you doing? What are you on? What cookie link are you watching? Right, anyway. Here's City. Laporte, De Bruyne in behind. It's nothing. Oh, what a bag of AIDS. Yeah, Mo, thanks, mate. Thanks for that. Well, I'm comparing it to FootMob, which is like... you know, which I assume is like it as is. That's currently only. Actually, I'm exactly in line with FootMob. In fact, I'm only 2 seconds behind it. So we take that, honestly. We take those. Right, there's no... You know, KX, are you actually at 18, right? Am I being mugged off here? This is outrageous. It's actually outrageous. I've also... Right, I'm going to listen to whatever language this is. Is this Arabic, DR? Is that what I'm listening to, mate? This is highly halal. Not find these forest counterattacks in it. Yeah. FootMob's a waffler. Brilliant. I mean, it might be. You might be right, Mo. I don't know. Okay, I understand that. Jack Grealish. Musty, are you actually? That means you're 2.5 minutes ahead of me. What? Nah, I don't believe that. There's no way you are. I actually refuse to believe that. I think you're capping. You're heavy capping. Anyway, irrelevant. I'm going to learn Arabic now. No, there's no way you guys are on that. I refuse to believe it. That means you're like still 2 minutes ahead of me. I thought we got it down to like 30 seconds. Nah, that's cap. That's cap. Anyway. I'm watching the game in my time, yeah? That's all that matters. Bernardo Silva has found Kyle Walker, who finds Little Phil. KX, is it an up-to-date link, or is it like another cheeky exercise thing? What is this? Oh, I've just seen... No, I'm not clicking on that. I recognize that link. Nah, I recognize that. I recognize that. I refuse. Anyone seen that tweet? United fans saying Ten Hag has performed ridiculously this season on literal pennies. It's almost if they didn't spend the second most in the league this summer. Yeah, they spent 250 million quid, didn't they? And wasn't his squad one of the most valuable from the off? We just kicked off in Leipzig. Amazing. Here's Jack. Oh. Now, Brad, I hate you. This Holland guy says, Mo, remember, I am behind, so I won't be reacting to it at the same time. I'm guessing Holland's missed. We just qualified for the final. Wow. What a win that is. What a win. I can hear the football fans in the grounds now. Right, here is Bernardo Silva. He's got Laporte on the edge in support. Laporte clips it in. Forest head away. Rodri clears it. All the way back to Ruben Diaz. God, is this still not where Mo is? Bloody hell, might be like 90 seconds behind. Anyway, ball in. Or trying to find Haaland. Wasn't the best ball. City still retain the ball. Hello, halves. I hope you're lying. Here is Kevin. Walker now. Grish scored the win against Benfica to send us to the final. Midfield overhaul of Mount, Jude, and Nunez. I think the Mount one actually might work. I still don't know what's happening with Bellingham. There's still a bit in my head, which is like, if Liverpool don't get Champions League, would he want to come? But I guess he might do. I've just seen what you saw me up at, and that's Haram. Jack, don't grass on me. I've still not seen the Haaland thing that Mo was referring to, unless I just missed it. I must have just missed it, because there's no way I'm that far behind. I don't know who that is, Drill. Tell me more. Who is that? Who's he play for when he's at home? Oh, I just missed it. Okay, fair enough. What happened then, Mo? Describe it to me. I was too busy talking about Jude Bellingham with Drill. Come on. Here we go. Foden now. He's got a chance to run at the Forest defenders, has he? He goes backwards. It's Bernardo Silva. Walker. Foden. Is he offside? No, he isn't. Find Erling in the middle, lads. Here is Rodri. He's coming forwards. Gundogan gives it away. City win it back, do they? And they give away a foul in a silly area. Yeah, and that attack is broken down. He plays for Benfica. That's why I don't know who he is. Klopp said in an interview got released today, he thinks Champions League won't be a problem. Interesting. He was on the 6-yard line, tries to control the ball, bounce off his shin as far back as the penalty spot. Love that. Jurgen Klopp asked if Liverpool can sign Bellingham with that Champions League. Klopp, it will definitely make it more Difficult. Oh, yeah, I've just seen the hole in one. Yeah. Yeah, he tried to... He probably should have just gone for the shot, I think. He probably should have just gone for the shot. It would be a problem if you can't beat Wolves, says TTV. 20 minutes in, nothing's really happened so far. From an either team perspective, really. This is must win, given the fact that Arsenal didn't drop points. So I think it makes... the referee gets in the way. I think it makes nearly every single game for City must win up until the point of Arsenal drop points. If that does indeed happen. Foden's done really well there. Oh, he tried to pull it back. Holland wasn't there. That was really good from little Phil, though. Good play. Still can't get my English commentary back. What an L. 1-L. It's still 0-0 in all games. What an exciting start to the football afternoon this is. From what I heard, oh, he's a defensive midfielder. Yeah, that was really good by Phil. It was cleared away by Forest in the end. That's all that matters. I do hope that we can get him to play centrally all the time, long term. Again, good work by Grealish. Grealish being our best player again. Can you imagine my shock? Yeah, it's almost as if, guys, it's almost as if that thing I said, where Grealish is going to perform much better in his second season compared to his first. It's almost as if that happened. Weird. Who'd have thought? Hello, what is up? Hello. Who's my favourite City player of all time? It's maybe Sean Wright-Phillips or Kolarov. Currently, Haaland's up there. Baby Phil's up there. Honestly, Jack Grealish is up there as well. Grealish is shite. Come on now, TTV. We'll be having less of that. You know, I like most of them, to be fair. Hello, Sussington. Grealish is pure class. People are just close too quick to criticise players. Yeah, he's very good. And Grealish getting fouled again. What? How's that not a foul? Here come Forest and... Oh, okay, Mo. So I've just seen that shot, which has gone out for a throw-in. So I'm only a few seconds behind you, maybe. Langer clears. Shut up. I don't know how that wasn't a foul on Grealish, by the way. Interesting. Goldbridge says Anthony's having the same season as Grealish last season, but Grealish got protected because he's English. No. Grealish wasn't even bad last season. Thank you for following, by the way. What's up? Hello. Welcome. You're now in the Beanio. That means you can never leave my streams, ever. Yeah? That's how it works. Jack Grealish this half the season as well. Let me know who you support, by the way. Hello, I support Man City. I support Man City and England. Yeah, Grealish did get hate last season just because it was just because of the money, I'm assuming. Really weird. But people are weird, in fairness. So, you know, it's to be expected. But it's good to see that he's now... I mean, even last season, I'd say he was fine last season. He wasn't bad by any means, but it's just good to see this season literally been one of our best players. Yeah, it is, but it's the same as last season, Musty. Everyone boos Grealish, and I don't know why. It's so odd. They've got no affinity with this man. If it was like Aston Villa, I could, you know, understand it, whatever, because you're sour about a player wanting to, you know, have some aspirations. But yeah, I remember it was like the League Cup last season against West Ham. West Ham fans were booing him. It's like, what are you doing? Half says Anthony's terrible. Brazilian tax is insane. Aston Villa fans always boo him. They do, who, but it's just everyone. Just don't stand. As I say, I can understand why Villa fans would boo him, because they are sour, but everyone else is odd. Halves, I don't even know what that means. He looks like a pussy. Amazing stuff. Right, we're 25 minutes in. And Jack says, it's Jack's fault we had a 100 mil release clause that we decided to pay. Yeah, that was interesting because City, like, negotiated personal terms with Grealish. And then they went to Villa because Villa told them there is a release clause. But they didn't know the exact value because Villa didn't tell them. And then you know, City were surprised it was so high. I think City thought it was, you know, closer to like the 70 mark. But if you want to play, you're going to pay their release clause. Why not? Walk with the cross that went to nowhere. By the way, there is Pep, who's looking very bald today. It's not been inspired so far. If someone scores, how do you think they will score? Oi, Mo. He's actually played all right so far, I'll have you know. He did a good run earlier, which Haaland probably could have done better with. Indeed, Halves. He was good last season too. But he has been much better this season. But that's to be expected. That is to be... And Grealish is fouled once again. When are these yellow cards going to come, guys? This is the 4th time Grealish has been fouled. Come on now. Come on now. He's like a magnet for fouls, isn't he? Hello, Alessandro. How you doing? What do you think of Almiron? He's having a fantastic... Well, he had a fantastic sort of first half to the season. It's been a little bit quiet in recent weeks, but I feel like that has sort of coincided with... Newcastle generally going through a bit of a relative slump. Yeah, it's been great. Verona keeps shooting from outside the box, and it has not worked. One day it might, though. And there you go. That's the shot from outside the box. There we go. So I'm only a couple seconds behind you guys now because of this magical cookie link. Alessandro, thank you so much for following. Let me know who you support. I support Man City. I'm going to guess you support Newcastle because you asked me a question about Almiron, but do let me know if I'm wrong. I learned... right. I know I'm not very good at pronouncing footballers' names. You guys know this. The Nigerian striker who plays for Napoli is apparently pronounced Osimhen. So it's got the words... I didn't realise you actually pronounced it Seaman. Like, spunk. There we go. That's easy to remember. It's O. Seaman. Osimhen. Boom. No, as I say, Mo, it's a cookie link. I'm not engaging in an illegal activity. Grealish improved massively since he publicly apologized to Almiron. Yeah. DR, I might be. Who says Anstey will be getting Grealish to call him bad, so we'll score more? Is that how it works? I'm learning. I'm currently also engaging in a how to speak Arabic lesson. Rashford has 30 goals and assists for World Cup goals. Yeah, it's impressive. He's been very good post World Cup. He's been very good. Right. Oi. Why aren't you doing things? You twat. Why aren't you doing things, mate? There we go. It's working. Okay, just had a brain fart. Just had a brain fart, but it's all good. Oh, if City could just get a win today, that'd be lovely. Because frustratingly, I'm starting to regather hope that City might win the title. I've lowered my expectation from 30% up to... So I've increased my expectation from 30 to 40% that City might win it now. Haaland's 4 times the assist that Kane has assist. Yeah, that's a bit mad, isn't it? That is a bit insane. But guys, Kane... Yeah. I mean, I do still think Kane is a better player, but yeah, the idea that Haaland can't do anything other than score goals is very stupid. And also, at least 2 of those assists have been really good passes. I think of the one against United, and I think of the one against, was it Aston Villa? They were actually really good passes as well. Wait, Bag, thank you for following. Do you think City have got worse than Haaland, or has Haaland got worse joining City? For me, it is. It's nothing to do with like Haaland's made City worse. I don't buy this as an argument. I think that certain individuals have been dropping odd performances and mistakes. In terms of individual errors, you go look at the goals City have conceded, like Rodri against Spurs, Rodri against Everton, Lewis against Liverpool, Cancelo against Liverpool, Cancelo against Newcastle. Yeah, so for me, it's nothing to do with Hall. And I actually think, I do think that City have gotten slightly worse compared to last season in terms of their overall performances. But I actually think that that's been masked more so by Haaland, if that makes sense. I think without him, we'd be doing even worse, because I think that there has been a slight dip. Yeah. Phone's been alright, I think, to be fair, so far. Phillips hasn't been performing well. And to be fair, he's barely had a chance. To be fair, he's not really had that much of a chance. Haaland doesn't move me like Mbappe, says Village. Well, you're a fat bastard, aren't you? So that makes sense. Right, Forest with the ball in. It's a nothing ball, and it goes behind for a goal kick. Well done, Kyle. Well done. Look at Gibbs White and his hair. This has been such a boring first half so far. Nothing is happening, hence City relying on shots from outside the box, not really able to do anything yet. But yeah, so that's my thoughts, and also like the fact that Cancelo was our best fullback for 2 years, and then overnight seemingly just dropped terrible performance after terrible performance. That doesn't help. Grealish did well there. Haaland recycles the ball, plays it to Rodri. He finds Kevin, clips it in to Gundogan. Oh, I thought that was in. Rodri, sorry, I thought that was in. That should have been a goal, I feel like. I did not see Ronaldo's assist. That should have been a goal for Rodri. Who's in my fantasy team? Oh, God. Good question. I've got Ake, I know that much. I've got 4 Newcastle players. Who else have I got? I've got Kevin and I've got Haaland. Don't be mean, halves. Hello, Aiden. He tried to tap it in the goal and passed to it by mistake. That's amazing. Jack's feeling dangerous. Wonderful. And you're lost. But don't worry, because you'll get 5k next month, Jack. Don't worry about it. You're fine. You're absolutely fine. Oh. Well done, Village. Well done. Forest are going to win 1-0, says Aiden. I mean, so far, it's looking like a game where City are going to have all of the play, but it's going to be, can Forest score on the counter? Can you get 30k for your birthday? If you become an Oblet of Fire on your birthday, then Jack, yes, absolutely. Otherwise, no, I simply cannot. Hello, Quinch. What are your thoughts on the Liverpool game later today? Do you have confidence? It's away against Newcastle. It's a tricky one. Although you could realistically see if Liverpool win that one, they'll have a huge chance to get into a top 4 race. Shelby to score 4, says Aiden. I forgot he was playing, to be fair. I mean, if Forest have had 14% of the ball, I don't think I've seen anything less. Hello, Flumper. Any FM tonight, asks Muller. Not tonight, tomorrow, though. We're doing FM. Updates on the FM. I did sim a couple matches just because there were some signings I wanted to make and because I wanted to get a couple players out of the club. So Dyke Steele's gone, out on loan. Got rid of him. Shut up, Musty. Fry can't get rid of him. For love nor money, cannot get rid of him. And I've just brought in like a centre-back and a right-back who I think might be a good... Might be good because the board gave me a bit more money, didn't they? They gave me like 18 million. So that's the current state of play. And the next game is actually in the League Cup semi-final against City away from home. So that can only end well. That can only end well. Pep would be pissed when he only gets 96% of the ball. It was literally that at the start of the game, Aiden. Yeah, it was mad. But this is just a attack versus defense. Like, I don't think I've seen a possession stat that low. I don't think I've seen it. I don't actually know, to be fair to you. I know that we got spanked by Spurs. I think we lost against... I think I simulated only 3 games. I think we lost 2 and won 1, maybe. So I think we're out of the relegation zone now. But we'll see. We'll see what we see. Yes, Flumper. Well, hopefully we can get a result today. Who's my favourite Premier League striker? Haaland. Oh, nice ball by Foden. And Gundogan can't do anything with it. What a shame. My favourite Premier striker's got to be Erling. It's got to be my man. My boy. Oh, Grealish with really good defensive work again. Bernardo at left back. You haven't really noticed he's been playing at left back because Forest have barely had the ball. They don't win it there. City have won it back. Well done. Here's Kevin running forwards. He plays in Foden, does he? The ball doesn't come quickly enough. In Newcastle versus City in 10 minutes, he had 99% of the ball. I can't even remember that. Deary me. Hello, Annalise. Oh, so my favourite Premier League striker of all time is Aguero. Sussington says 0-0 in all the games. Yeah. It's incredible. We just had a really exciting game with Villa Arsenal, so now we've got to have dead games. That's how it works. Thoughts on the Arsenal? Oh, the City Arsenal game, yeah, versus City. Terrible first half from City. Terrible. Oh, Rodri's surging into the box. Yeah, really, really bad first half from City. The Bernardo left back experiment didn't work against Arsenal. But still limited Arsenal in terms of their chances. To be fair, even though Arsenal were the better team in the first half. Second half, Arsenal were their own worst enemy, but City did force a lot of those errors, and City were much the better side in the second half. So City deserved to win, to be honest. Really good goal by Grealish, really good finish by Haaland to kill the game off. And huge result because it means that they're only 3 points ahead now. I see, there might be more if City fail to win here, but in theory, City closed the gap from 8 points to 3 in the space of a week. Bernardo with the shot! Oh! Thought that was in as well, for God's sake. Why is Bernardo there? Well, to be fair, in possession, he can do what he wants. In possession, he'll move to, like, centrally, won't he? When I say Saka's been bad against Villa, I get sworn by Arsenal fans that saying he was their best player. He struggled. Yeah, I don't think Saka was terrible, but he wasn't like. I didn't think he was like exceptional against Villa. He scored a very good goal. Never understood FM. It's too confusing. Thumper, my advice: just delegate all of the boring stuff so you can just get stuck into the tactics and the gameplay. That's why there's loads of mechanics I have no idea about because I just delegate everything. That was a foul on Grealish outside the box. Not really sure what's happened there. Julian the Goat says PP. Is that Julian Alvarez? So it feels how Zinchenko felt now being at left back. Indeed. And also Fabian Delph. Martinez was also... Well, Martinez used to play for Arsenal, didn't he, to be fair? To be fair, though. If we're being fair. And I think we are. Oh, dear. City have had a couple chances, but they have been from distance. Realistically. Bloody Gibbs White. Come on, City. Get a hold. As I say, get a hold of the game. You've had nearly 90% of the ball. Get a hold of actually doing something with the ball. I know it's hard to break down. A team that literally just defends. But that's the task you've been assigned. It's simply got to be done. Here is Rodri, who finds Gundogan in the 40th minute now. Jack Grealish on the left. He's been one of City's best performers. He wins a corner. You're watching Newcastle versus Liverpool later, says Aiden. Yeah, I won't be able to watch it. I just have to catch up on the highlights later because I mentioned earlier. I'm going out with the fam and my gal later today. Get on the right wing. Of what politics? I'm simply not a nationalist socialist, so I've got no inclination to do that. Foden with the corner. It's whipped, and it's well defended. Falls to Jack. Can he pop it in? Bernardo. Oh! What a fucking goal by Bernardo. It's outrageous. From the left back. Hello, Tayab, mate. How you doing? What a goal that is. That's insane. And I tell you what. This commentator is singing. He's going, Bernardo, Man City, That's amazing. Oh, lovely stuff. Is that a Jack Grealish assist? What a win. And a Grealish assist as well. My life is complete. What a strike to beat Keylor Navas in goal. You guys listen to that song as well. That's that brilliant song. I love that. I'm going to have to learn Arabic, guys. How hard is Arabic to learn as a language compared to, like, Spanish? I wish I could speak Arabic. Oh, love that. What a goal is by Bernardo. Arabic commentators are actually clear of anyone. Funglish Morris have been great at putting balls indeed. And there we go. City deserved that goal. They've been all over Forest. Nicholas says, yes, indeed. Get in. Well in. Well, yeah, to be... Well, you know. Here comes the counter-attack. It's very hard. Oh, fuck that then. Bring my man to Sky Sports commentary. Yeah, exactly. If these guys could just speak English, but keep the same energy, I'd love that. I would love that. And that's what... That was something I was going to say. Oh, here comes Grealish. Oh, he beat him somehow, and then Forrest, really good tackle. And somehow it's a free kick to Forrest, and Grealish applauds the keeper, the referee, for being an idiot. Shukran, Habibi. Phone's been dazzling us. Yeah, Phone's been playing well so far. Phone's been playing well. What was I going to say? Yes, that's what I was going to say. I don't want it to sound like I'm just having a go at Cancelo because he's left and stuff. But I think we can all agree that it didn't end well from his perspective, and he should have handled the situation better. Bernardo Silva has wanted to leave for about 3 years, I think. And City have always looking if a good offer comes in. Has Bernardo Silva once ever complained? Has he once ever demanded a move away and caused derisions in the dressing room? And has he ever made the dressing room so toxic that he's had to be forced out? And just look at his celebration then. And it's just his attitude overall on the pitch is always exceptional. And that's what I'm... So, as I say, that's a player... You saw the celebration. That's a player who's wanted to leave for about 2 or 3 years. And he still puts in 100% all the time. And is always still desperate to do well for the team. I feel like that's where Cancelo went wrong there. And that's a shame. Because I like Cancelo a lot. Best fullback in the world for me. But it doesn't matter how good you are. It doesn't matter how good you are if you are... What's it? Oh, Dixter, this timer is not in line with what I am at. I'm at 44:30. Exactly, Musty, exactly. I do think Cancelo will leave on a permanent. Yeah, for me, that is gone. I can see my first L's a Foden hater today. What do you mean your first L, Mo? He's our second highest goal scorer this season in the Premier League. Yeah, Dix, that's what I thought. That's what I thought, you fraud. If you could sign any player, who would it be? If you're in the Discord server, you'd know. You know exactly who it is. Chat, who would be my #1 signing? You guys know. Don't let me down. You guys know who it would be. All the other matches are still at 0-0. There you go. City, the only ones to score. Well in, Narmbread. Well in. 30 seconds left of this. Oh, my nose is still a bit bunged. Oi! Right. Where are these lies coming from? No, chat, you've let me down. You've let me down. You know who it is. Don't lie to me. Right, I've got to say it now. Right, Vardiol. That's who I want. I hate all of you so much. I hate all of you so much. Oh, I can't wait to watch him play. I can't wait for him to pocket Erling Haaland next week. Oh dear. Do you guys remember when Messi embarrassed him in the World Cup? Good times. Good times were had by all. And there we go, half time. Wait, is Chelsea actually losing to Southampton? Right, okay. Why is Graham Potter making me look like an idiot? Why is Graham... How many times do I have to defend this man? He keeps letting me down. Stop it. It's like Edison. Welcome to Liverpool. So is Bellingham and Mbappe. Cap Quinch. Indeed, what? Hello, indeed. Chelsea are losing 1-0, yeah. James Ward-Prowse. Was it a set piece by any chance? Was it a free kick or what do we know? Did you know Potter was playing to Sussington? Fairs. Tab says we're all snails. And Nicholas says Cancelo's been all over Europe. Benfica, you've got me Inter, Valencia, Juve, City, and now buying it. Wouldn't be surprised he goes in the summer. Yeah, definitely. He won't go for like the 70 million euros that's been quoted. He'll go for much less than that. But I think his City career is over because, you know, quite rightly, there's no player bigger than the club. And if you don't like not playing every single week, then you probably shouldn't be at City. Because no, apart from like Edis, apart from like the fucking goalkeeper, no one's guaranteed to do that. I wish I could speak Arabic. What the fuck? Oh, we're seeing Garnacho. It was a free kick. Well done. Because I was gay to Zayden. Interesting. I'm seriously thinking Potter's better than Ten Hag. Still one of the worst opinions ever, says KX. But you're basing it off like... Well, I was basing that off what he'd achieved mainly at Brighton. And I think that's fair enough to say at that moment in time. Just because he's going through Chelsea in general going through a rough patch now. And I don't want to hear worst opinions ever, KX. Because you said the fucking League Cup was more prestigious than the Europa League or something mental. So we'll be having less of that. Right, yes. Shall we head over to the Noblet phone in. Let me just sort out my audio situation because I've had to change it slightly. There we go. Let's head over to the Noblet phone in. Where's my audio? There we go. Sensational scenes. TTV, what is happening? KX, mate. Doing this at Brighton, Ben Champions League semi-final acts and multiple league titles. Yeah. Right, it's the Noblet phone in, guys. Hop into the... Oh, what the hell is this? New activities to try for free. What the fuck is this? Piss off, Discord. Anyway, it's Noblet phone in. Discord tried to spam me with fucking something or other. But we are out here. I'm currently joined by DR. Hello, DR.
Hello.
I'm joined by Pim. Hello, Pim.
Hello.
Lovely stuff, guys. If you're a Noblet and you want to join the conversation, you've got any questions for our Noblets, hop into general chat in the Discord server. And if you would like to become a patron supporter, there are many tiers ranging from £1 all the way up to the mighty £20 tier if you would like to support and allow me to continue doing this for you guys. As I say, you can join for as little as £12 a year. Which is the price of like a fish and chips. Musty says, can you say hi to Pim and tell DR to kill himself? DR, how do you respond to that?
He should kill himself too in Macedonia, of that mountain next to his house.
There we go, fair enough. It is indeed 1-0 to Southampton. We actually own the London Cowboys this chat. But let's start with this game today, because DR, so far Foden is putting in a good first half performance. Would you like to sincerely apologise for your Foden agenda? Would you like to rescind it?
Oh, no assists. Didn't play good, in my opinion.
You don't need to score a goal or assist to play well.
I mean, I've not even been watching the game.
Right, well, okay, well, trust me when I say he has been playing well. What do you think of that?
Forest, stat pad. Stat padding XG.
Excellent stuff. Okay. Question, because in case you guys don't know, DR has a Foden agenda. What does Foden have to do for you to like stop your agenda? Like this season, for example, overall.
Play play good versus West Ham, mate.
That's all, is it?
I mean, he's not gonna do it because he's scared of Declan Rice and Cresswell and like Zuma.
Right, but if Foden features and plays well against West Ham, you'll drop your agenda, yeah?
If he gets a goal or an assist.
Oh no, you said play well. You said play well.
Well, you need a goal or assist to play well.
Right, well, I'm not in this round. TTV as a foot, yeah, but you're a United fan, TTV, so I can appreciate you having a Foden agenda. And I'm joined by another United fan called Pim. Hello, Pim, again.
Hello.
Have you been watching this game at all?
I've watched majority.
Yeah, and what have your thoughts been so far in the first half? Forest have been a tricky opponent, very defensive, but City finally with a breakthrough for a fantastic finish.
From Bernardo.
The left back.
I actually thought up until Bernardo's goal, he was non-existent really. Didn't really do much.
It is hard to break down a campy defence. You're absolutely right. We got a question for Pim. Musty asks, what are your opinions on the Manchester United bids?
I mean, we don't know how much was it called. Jim Ratcliffe's bid. I think it's around 4 million, which probably the Glazers won't take because they'll greedy bastards.
Oh, sorry,
Jack. I just think what's it called? Let's get no owners in. Like the spending isn't the problem. It's just
spending it correctly.
You spend the credit and hire the right people to do the job. You shouldn't hire a business guy to be a negotiator for signing a striker.
Absolutely.
It's just, and just rid of the scouts, please. They're dog shit.
And do you know anything about? Because I don't know anything about it. Do you know? It's like, is there? Do the owners have like a plan in terms that has like a particular owner said, oh, and when we come in, we'll change the scouting and we'll put more footballing people in power, or has there not really been a conversation about that? It's just about we just want to own the club. We'll talk about that later. Do you know?
I'm pretty sure the Saudis have said they want to improve the infrastructure. I think probably change. There's been a lot of talk about stadium because United don't need a new stadium as run down old.
It's in the name, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just whether. Do you renovate it, or do you just do a spot and just knock it down and get a new one?
That's interesting. I'd be very surprised if they knocked it down because of all the tradition and because it's a brand in itself. So you'd expect they'd more up it rather than tear it down. And Musty also asks, but who do you want if you had to pick one, Pim?
As much people say, people don't agree with what Qatar is about and stuff like that. Qatar's probably the better option. Yeah,
no, that's absolutely fine. Musty just want to hear your thoughts on that. I don't actually know when it might happen. There was a soft deadline yesterday. That's when all the bids got submitted. So, but it's going to be a huge sale, obviously. So, I wonder when that will be. Oh, I've got another question for Pim. TTV, who is also a United fan, asks, "Why are you a Manchester United fan?"
This is a very, very weird reason why I'm a United fan.
Go on.
So, back when Van Persie was at Arsenal, my brother, who is an Arsenal fan, was raging that Van Persie wanted to leave.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure I saw it in the newspaper that it was either City or United was going to get him.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
So whoever we went to, I was going to support because I was 2012. That was, so I was 7.
Right. So you just wanted to go against your brother.
Yeah, and then joined United, and I've been there ever since.
Oh, so you were so close to being a City fan then.
In hindsight, I thought I should have been a City fan, but we're here now.
Oh yeah, that's interesting. And DR, you're a West Ham fan because of Payet, is that right?
Yes.
Absolutely, excellent stuff. Was there a particular moment, DR, that Payet did that made you want to be a West Ham fan, or?
Well, when I was, young, I used to always watch Real Madrid and Barcelona, because they were mostly my family was mostly a La Liga fan.
Yeah.
But there was a show on TV that showed the Premier League, and it showed Payet highlights.
Yeah.
And then
And you
like
fell
from
in
that
love.
on, yeah, I always ask my dad to like search up the West Ham score. I think that was from that because they didn't show West Ham games back then.
Ah, of course. Indeed. Well, there you go. I like hearing people's reasoning. And I'm also joined by Jack, who's joined a couple of minutes ago. Hello, Jack.
Hello, mate.
How are you doing?
Recovering.
Oh, tell me more.
Pretty much just a cold, but I also lost my voice.
Is it COVID at all? If you did the test?
I don't know. It might have been, but I'm feeling good now.
You're on the mend.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Speaking of being on the mend, Southampton are winning a game of football. Are they on the mend from the relegation zone? Question mark.
Right. So I'd love to be optimistic, but I really don't think so. I think it's too little too late. I know it's only February, but this is like the most important part of the season, and we're not winning games.
Indeed.
So,
and you've had managerial upheaval as well.
Yeah, but I'm very happy that fucking Welsh cunt is gone. Jesus fuck.
Oh, Nathan Jones was a weirdo.
Yeah, he was he came, I mean, it featured in the quiz. He came out with some really weird statements, didn't he? Like, I was the fittest human being in the world and all that stuff. Like, what?
The Stormzy would say he's a bit too big for his boots. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, and doesn't really deserve to be either. It's not like a Mourinho one where you can come in after, like, winning a Champions League or Porto. Like, you did well with Luton. Like, calm down.
I've never been to Luton, but by the sounds of it, it's definitely a shithole.
My instinct is
you
losers.
never want to go to Luton.
What's that, chat?
You never want to go to Luton.
It sounds like a shit. No offense if you come from Luton, but it sounds like a shithole, doesn't it?
It's the worst place in the country.
Is it?
Yeah, genuinely it is.
God. Well,
I've never been anywhere like it.
Oh, you've actually been, have you, Jack? Describe it in like a short sentence.
Council.
Okay. Oh, Sussington says, whoa, are you from Luton, Sussington? Let me know. Are we going to have a Luton defender in the chat? That'll be excellent if that's the case.
Jesus Christ.
And just like going back to Southampton for a second, Jack, who's next? What's the manager situation like? Because Jesse Marsh was going to be and now he isn't. So is someone else geared up?
I'm not 100% sure at the moment. Obviously, at the moment, we've got Aston Hootles, assistant coach, Sellers. But I don't know who we're looking at the moment.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. Oh, Sussington clarifies and says, not from there, but my cousin lives there. Ah, okay. Well, text your cousin now and say, Jack on Nobbins' stream says you live in a shithole.
His poor cousin. Tell him I send my prayers.
There you go. Prayers are being sent. Guys, we're going to the second half shortly. I'd like your final score predictions for this game, please. City versus Forest. And Jack, you can give me the Chelsea Saints game as well. Jack, we'll start with you.
2-0 Southampton.
Yeah. And what about this game, City?
3-1 City.
Excellent. DR?
3-0 City.
Beautiful stuff. And Pim?
I'm going 5-0.
Wow. Big. Okay. Tell me who's scoring then in this massive scoreline situation.
I think Haaland brace.
Wonderful. Love that.
And I think Mahrez comes on, gets a goal.
Beautiful.
And then I think...
Little Phil, maybe? Little Phil?
Nah, I think I defend if I corner.
Okay, maybe a bit of a cheeky Laporte.
Yeah, Laporte or...
Wonderful.
Diaz or Rodri, one of them three will get it because of that stupid corner run they do.
Wonderful stuff. Well, I hope that's the case. I'd love a 5-0 battering. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'll speak to you all in the second half. There we go. Those are my beautiful noblets. If you guys would like to support me, if you're able to support me, or if you'd like to ask your parents to support on your behalf, you can click that link there and support your boy on Patreon for as little as £12 a year or £1 a month. The price of a fish and chips to support your boy for. Yeah, and get some lovely perks at the same time. And I click the button and nothing's happened. Wow, what a great stream this is. Wow. That's good. I'm going to have to manually click it, am I? Hooray. Why is it actually not working? That was weird.
VAR check.
We've done
complete.
the VAR check. And we're back. And we're out here. Am I being told to shush by TTV? That's not very nice. That's not very nice of you. Don't be mean to me. Why are you being so mean? Why do you hate me? Oh dear. Oh dear. Right. If anyone else scores, who do you think it will be? I'll give my thoughts momentarily. The second half is coming up very soon, for me anyway. I think I'm apparently live, as hopefully I won't be too far behind the action. Commentaristas. They've got the Instagram of the commentators. I need to follow up this guy who started singing. Oh, wait, senor, am I not listening to Arabic? Is it Spanish? Oh, I think I'm listening to Spanish commentators. Never mind, I thought it was Arabic. I just, yeah, there you go. Yeah, never mind, I got that one totally wrong. Ignore me. Oh, you can hear the audio. Oh, okay, my bad. Thank you, Musty, for that. Deary me. There we go, that's sorted now. Thank you. It's always squeaky bum time when it comes to this situation. And there we go. The second half has kicked off for me. Let's go. 1-0 City. The first goal is the hardest goal. You think Forest are going to have to come out a little bit more now. The fact that they are losing. Because I wasn't really... Because the link that... Well, I just assumed the link was Arabic. But I wasn't actually really listening to them because I put the volume on quite low. So I can't really hear it. So I wasn't actually listening to the words they were saying. It was more sort of like the tone that it was coming across in. But yeah, but then I just actually listened to them then. I was like, wait, like actually, this is just Spanish. There we go. Get a fire stick, says Pim. But that's the thing, normally I don't need to do shenanigans because I've got Sky and I've got BT and I've got Prime. It's just when it's the classic 3 p.m. I can't wait for the blackout rule to eventually die. Cannot wait for that day. That'll be a fucking warm day in heaven. Do they actually, Musty? Is that true? I'd be very surprised if that was true. But I know nothing about Arabic, to be fair. Right. Come on, the lads. If you haven't got your score prediction in, let me know. Sorry, what was your question? Who? If anyone else scores, who do you think it will be? So I'm going to go... I don't even know if I gave my score prediction at the start. I'm going to say City don't concede. I'll say they win 3-0. And I will say that Haaland gets a goal. Gundogan, it's wide. I will say that Haaland gets a goal. And I'll say that Foden gets a goal. Calm down, no need to flex. No, Pim, well, to be fair... the reason why I have Sky and BT is because of the Patreon. That was our first goal. Was if we got to the £50 mark, I would get I'd be able to fix up the stream delay by not using Sky Go. I'd be able to get a Skybox and stuff. So yeah, it's not surprising to see I was in Spain for how many years. Oh, well, there you go. Well, there you go. You can let me off then. Laporte just hoofs that. Hoofs it. As I mentioned before, I am hoping that Forest now come out a little bit, maybe start to make some mistakes in possession with City pressing them. Bernardo left back will be tested a bit more if Forest come forward a bit more. Yeah, in that first half at home, Forest had 15%. I don't know if I've ever seen a home percent that low. I did not see the James Ward-Prowse goal. DR, no. You told me it was a free kick though, so I'm sure it was a very... What's that now? Because is he now broken the record? Oh, Foden's been played in. This has got to be a goal. Square it to Haaland. Oh, Foden, you idiot. Well, that's given DR huge feast for his agenda. That is shit, Foden. I'm sorry, that is terrible. I can't defend you there. That is terrible. Awful. Yeah, and I love Foden. I can't defend that. That's just shocking. That is shit. Just square it, Foden. He somehow slips and it's too late. For God's sake. Or was he off anyway? Oh, never mind. But still, that's terrible. Yeah, I hate you so much. Don't make me ban you, you fraud. He didn't even need to score it. He should have just squared it. I don't know why I just didn't square it. This should be taken to the government, this whole football TV shit, so sticks it in it. I mean, Grealish is better than Foden, to be fair to you. Yeah. That is true. That is true. Oi, Musty, don't be mean to Sancho. That's not very nice. That's not very nice. Come on, Luther, you got to make up for that now. He was apparently offside anyway, but it's simply not good enough. To be honest, that would have been a tap-in for Haaland. Your stream keeps lagging to Stig, so that's a shame. My cookies link has been very promising. What a ball by Grealish. Rodri couldn't control it, though. And now Forest can counter. No, they can't, because they tried to play it out, but there's no one there. There's no one there. There's no forward presence by Forest. Oh, come on, Sid. Just a lovely, easy win today, just to calm the nerves, would be great. A dodgy stick. Naughty, naughty. Guys, never admit to stuff like that. Exactly. I'm currently eating Spanish. I thought this was Arabic stuff he sent me, Diab, but it's actually Spanish. I'm having Spanish cookies. Bournemouth are winning. Wait, who are Bournemouth playing? Bloody Bournemouth. That's bad for Southampton. De Bruyne with the long shot. Terrible. That's weak foot. Can't with Chelsea started for Finer at striker. They must really rate him high. Oh, have they? Wow. I mean, they do need a striker. But Nkunku is... He's coming in the summer, so I guess that's the idea. But even he's not an out-and-out number 9. I still think that they need a proper striker. They should sign, like, Tony or Vlahovic or Seaman. To sign a proper striker. That would be ideal for them. I feel like they'd all be affordable as well, relatively. Half says, what the hell? Oh, against Wolves. Wow, Wolves smell of poo, don't they? Wolves are stinky. Here is Foden into Rodri, who tries to clip it, goes behind for a corner. They can have Tony. I mean, Tony's good as well. Make Lukaku work, says Jack. United need Osimhen. That's the thing. Do we think that Osimhen and Kvaratskhelia, do we think they're both leaving this summer? Because I'm pretty sure they're both... Aren't they both new signings? I know Kvaratskhelia is. I don't know about Osimhen. He may have been there for a year. You guys can correct me. It's got to be from the corner. How has that not gone in? Oh, it has. No, it hasn't. Oh, fucking hell, man. I thought they were running back celebrating. How the hell has that not gone in? I don't know how that's not a goal. Laporte it should have been. I had to see this again. What happened? How on earth? Oh, Laporte just heads it straight at him. Go either side, Laporte. Oh, that's such a good run as well. That should be a goal, man. Ah, that's really bad by Laporte. Yeah, and then on the follow-up, he just misses the ball. Oh, what a shame. That should have been 2-0. That should have been the game over. Will City rue that missed chance? Come on, Americ, mate. Cog save. Just the initial header he should have done better with. And here come Forest tearing through the middle. Wants it in early. It's a terrible ball straight into Ederson. God, Forest have been shit in this game, to be honest. They've been terrible so far. They've offered nothing. Straight back to Keylor Navas, who punts it. Rodri's got time. Plays it to Bernardo. The goal-scoring left-back. We don't talk about the left-back who scored a hat-trick against me in FM. We don't talk about that. Dixter, what the fuck? It's not very nice. Here is little Phil now. Halves. Out to Kevin. Tries to cross it in. Goes to no one other than the Forest player. Bernardo, look at this pressing. That's actually really good by Forest. And Diaz has got to be careful here. He's got to not commit and wait for support. Support is here now. That's a terrible shot. Gibbs, that is awful by Gibbs White. Forest keep getting into sort of like, you know, quarter interesting positions. And then they just sky it terribly. Oh, dearie me. Oh, dearie me. If we could just score a second goal and kill the game, City, that would be lovely. And then I can just chill out and have a good day. I think City have a lot of away games in a row, I feel like. I feel like I'm not going to the Etihad for a hot minute. What are the next games for City? Yeah, away against Leipzig. Away against Bournemouth. Away against Bristol. And then home against Newcastle. God. Hello, Louis. How you doing, you beautiful man? Love you, mate. Bernardo's actually so good at left back. Yeah. I mean, Pep said, we have a midfielder who can play left back. Turns out it's Bernardo. And turns out he's actually really good at it. As I say, obviously not good if you got to come up against someone like Saka or Mo Salah. But for a game you're going to dominate, yeah, it's perfect. Yeah, evening, Louis. How are you doing? What have you been up to today? I bet see you in the Newcastle games, says Jack. Oh, dearie me. I can't wait for Alex Scott to score for Bristol against City. And City to still win 10-1. But Village to never let it go. Which I Foden once. Well, I mean, and even then, that was more of a left wing back, I feel like, wasn't it? In like a back sort of thing, I can't remember. Was that the Chelsea game where it was insane? Or was it the Liverpool game? I can't remember. You are right, that did happen. It was odd. It was very odd. Right, here's Kevin. Plays it to Jack. Plays it back to Kevin. The shot! It's a easy save in the end by Keylor Navas. Didn't quite get enough whippage on that. Just been told, so you had a gig yesterday. Amazing. Amazing, Louis. Are you the singer or are you an instrument man? If I had to put a guess in it, you strike me as either a drummer or a bass guitar player. Hopefully, Prone plays against Bristol. I want bloody Carlos Borges to play against Bristol. I want him to get some game time. Deserves it. Every time an Arsenal player was next to Bernardo, all I could see is the Arsenal player on the floor and a foul for them. He has 7 fouls. Indeed. I mean, he should have got yellow card much sooner. You're the drummer. Oh, there you go. You see, I was right. I was right. You are the drummer and you play bass. What absolute scenes. You're next week off school. Why, Digster? A ball out wide to Foden. Walker. Foden. Walker providing an overlap. He's not playing central midfield. Walker back on side now. He's got a chance to fizz it in. He does. What a ball that is. Oh, my God. Fucking hell, what a ball that was by Kyle Walker. Was it Gundogan that nearly got the end of it? Oh, God. Your Keylor Navas pronunciation is mildly infuriating. Why? Should it be Navas or something? Or Keylor? Should it be Keylor Navas? You love that, Louis. Can I be a VIP? I don't know. City, yeah, City should have scored a fair few times. We've missed 3 big chances. Look at the stats. We've had 3 big chances. We've missed all of them. Oh, dearie me. Just sadly, none of those chances have fallen to Haaland. If it did, the ball would be in the back of the net. Ayew and Williams are on for Forest, by the way. Callback is off. So they've done shit. I mean, no Forest players have done anything. Harv, shut the fuck up. What are you doing? I didn't realise Jack Callback was still playing, to be fair. I thought he was like a... I don't know what I thought. I thought he was in like League One of the Championship nowadays. But clearly not. Here come Forest. Win that, Rodri. He didn't win it. That Forest plays well offside. What are you doing, mate? Force them back, lads. Force them to punt it because they can't play out from the back. Gladbach are beating Bayern 3-1. 80th minute, your favourite player got a red card. Yeah, Upamecano is... Now, I will admit, I don't even know if it's an agenda. I just think Upamecano is a bad footballer. In terms of, like, elite level. He's not good. Every time I see him for Bayern. Every time I see him for France. Well, I say I'm chilling. I need to sit at the back a second before I can properly relax. Exactly, Louis. Exactly. Oh, good question. He must be, like, mid-30s now, surely. His number's 34. Maybe he's 34. Maybe he's 34. I don't know. It is a thing. No halves. I repeat, I don't even think it's an agenda. I think it's just, no, he is just bad at football. Like, an agenda suggests that it's unwarranted or whatever. And nah, he's just bad. Last week I went to watch the Serie A. The fact I missed the first 15 minutes, that is so annoying. Fuck the blackout. Yeah, it's so stupid, isn't it, Digster? It's so stupid. I did a YouTube video about it over a year ago, maybe even 2 years now, about why the 3 PM blackout rule is outdated and stupid. Yeah, because I know where I'm not at an arbitrary lower league game where I've got no affinity for the team. That makes sense. City living dangerously here. They end up playing it long, which is good when you got Haaland up top. That did work to great effect against Arsenal. The ball didn't go out of play there. And Forest keep it in. Oh, well done, Forest. That was actually good play. And that's less good play. City throw in. Big win. Big win. Gain that territory. Yeah, totally agree, Louis. I mentioned it in the Discord server earlier. What's interesting now is that, assuming City don't concede a goal, everyone is talking about... Everyone's talking about City having a leaky defence and Arsenal being solid at the back. They've conceded the same number of goals this season so far. 23. That's a foul on Kevin. There we go. Louis says, I'm not going to watch Watchalong. I'm sorry. Football Association in it. Brighton score an offside goal. AIDS. I like Brighton a lot. If I had to pick another Premier League team, it'll be Brighton or Brentford. I love those guys. Although I hate seagulls in real life. Little sea rats with wings. Wasn't doing it like some countries where there's a game at 1. Yeah, exactly. That's how it should be. Like in Germany, that's how they do it, Diggs. I just don't get it. Hello, Graysdale. Arsenal not solid at the back. De Bruyne drags a shot well wide. How are you doing? Is that Graysdale or Grey? It is Graysdale. Hull versus Preston, the Baldy Ben Derby. In it. Not picking West Ham. If I had to pick a London team, it would probably be West Ham. It would be West Ham or Palace. Actually, wait, Brentford's London, isn't it? No, never mind, it's Brentford. Haha, I changed my mind. It's as simple as that. It's sincerely as simple as that. Right, God, Pep is bald, isn't he? Right, 30 minutes left. Currently, it's a game where City are dominating, but they're not able to kill the game off. Well, I think, did Liverpool draw against Forest, or did they lose against Forest? So it's never a given. I thought Forest outplayed Spurs earlier in the season at the City ground. So it's not a given. I mean, obviously City should win, but you never know. Take a team to whoever's playing United Fairs, Louis. That's a good shout. Here comes City. Bernardo, our left back, running through the middle. His screamer is the difference maker so far. But this is a game that City have just dominated from the off. Some Southampton players are off for Jack, I think. Are they still beating Chelsea 1-0, Jack? Is that still happening? God, my backing of Potter is getting worse and worse by the second, isn't it? I've still got faith in him. Give him time. Give the man at least a full season and then judge him. And if he's still shit then absolutely fair play, but... You know. I'll go to your house, take your sunflower seeds, turn the heating, ruin your fade, make Miss Nubbins bald, take all your KFC if you don't pick West Ham. I'm simply sorry, DR. I'm simply sorry, but it's not a thing. It is indeed still happening. Thank you, Jack, for that. There haven't been many goals in this 3 PM situation, then have there? There's been one here, obviously. 1-0 Chelsea. What are the other results? I can have a look here. Yeah, Bournemouth as well. How many games? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games and 3 goals so far. 3 goals across 6 games. What a win. There's no excuse losing against 20th place managerless team. Absolutely, but still, he shouldn't get sacked, and he should still be. I still think he should be given all of this season, obviously, and then a good chunk of next season. Oi! Don't mean to Evie. Again, it's a header from Rodri, which he should be doing better with. Hello says, if you could, would you have Prime Aguero or future Prime Haaland? I don't know what future Prime Haaland is, to be fair. Right now, I'd rather have Prime Aguero, but I don't know if Haaland's going to be a better player than him long term. But let's have confidence and say that he is going to be better long term. So we'll say we'll have future Prime Haaland. Somehow in the Scottish Cup semi-finals, excellent stuff, halves, and there's been a Borough goal. Will be happy. I swear Sky is so annoying. The coverage is shit quality. I agree. Is Haaland dragged back? Referee says no. Yeah, well, it's because they have like an almost monopoly of it. I know they don't, but they basically do. And that's why it would be so interesting with Amazon Prime coming in. Because now Amazon's must be richer than all of them. They can surely just that's not a corner. There we go. They can surely just like buy the rights if they want to. I don't know why the Premier League doesn't just get its own streaming gap, to be fair. Let's have another look at this. He miscontrolled it. It's a foul, isn't it? Is that not a foul on Haaland? Nah, it's not. Never mind. It goes down far too easily. Chelsea's attack is Sterling, Mount. Oh, Pep's been booked. Is Sterling, Mount, Madueke, and Felix who's scoring the goals, and Mudryk and Havertz are coming on. Yeah, they need a striker. They need a striker. We all know this. That's why they signed Nkunku in the summer, but they still need another one. Even if Aubameyang was playing, he's shit. Yeah, that's far too soft on Haaland. He needs to be stronger there. Not a foul. Not a foul for me. Just contact doesn't mean it's a foul, Haaland. Come on, you're better than that. Why do you get separate coverages to the rest of the world? Why don't we just get official Prem coverage? Digster, I don't really know. Greed, I assume, is the answer. To be honest. As I say, I don't know why the Premier League just don't have their own streaming service. But greed is the answer. They should have kept faith in Tammy Abraham. I think they'll be fine next season, but they do need a striker. Even Nkunku, he's not an out-and-out striker. They will need someone like Tony or Vlahovic or Osimhen to work with. Here, Gundogan. Oh, Kevin should have played in Haaland better there. Come on now. Oh, Gundogan did really well. Sensational ability to win the ball back. But now the game is opening up a bit, and this is going to hugely benefit City. And here is Foden. Why are you going for goal there? Keylor Navas spills it, and Haaland hits the post, and now it's... And how has he missed that? How have you missed that, Haaland? What the hell? How have you missed that? What? How on earth is this not like 5-0? Foden hits a shot. Keylor Navas spills it, comes to Haaland. It's a tricky one. It bounces. He hits the crossbar with it. Then it falls to him. It's on a plate. He just skies it over. That's so bad, Haaland. Come on. What is happening here? I've no idea how... He's just got under it horribly. I have no idea how he hasn't scored that. Oh my god, this game. If we don't win this game, I'm going to kill myself, I swear. Everton are winning, wow. Yeah, Louis, I promise you, I'm very convinced that's how it's pronounced. Osimhen. Yeah, you're right. It was similar to the Community Shield one, yeah. You're not wrong, hello. But it's the fact that he did better with the shot directly before it. He did better with the shot directly before it, which was a harder one, which hit the crossbar. And then with the one that was on a plate in an open net, he skies it for no reason. Oh, that should have been goal number 27 in the Premier League. Deary me. Who are Everton playing again? I can't remember. That is bad for Southampton. Yeah, Southampton beating Chelsea, but it's irrelevant because Bournemouth and Everton are winning. Hey, we're beating Forest. We're trying to do you a favour. We're trying to drag them back into the relegation race. Against Leeds. Oh, wow. Now that is big. Oh, Grealish did so well there. Here's Kevin. Tries to find Haaland. That Forest player did well. Corner. Can't believe Haaland hasn't scored, man. The thing I don't like about Haaland is that he doesn't do any work off the ball. I don't know if I agree. He's very good at pressing, to be fair. He's a good presser of the ball. Here's Foden. In the 69th minute. I have no idea how this isn't like 5-0, as I say. Foden, ball in, doesn't beat the first man. Comes to Grealish. Foden wants it. He's not going to get it. Grealish goes back to keeper. I want to watch it, but I insist on watching City. I mean, pop it on if you want, Dixter. Oh, sorry, someone you know insists on watching City. Oh, I understand. Bernardo, don't lose it there. Bernardo! Oh, for God's sake. Oh, but thankfully, Forest are actually really bad and they lose the ball. Oh, Kevin, that's beautiful. Oh, Kevin. Oh, he's not going on his own, is it? And he's fouled there. Ref, what? How's that not a foul on Kevin? We learned from the Arsenal game, doesn't matter if the ball's been played, if the foul comes after, that's irrelevant. Foden trying to create some space for Haaland. Forest clear it. Rodri only as far as Kevin. I feel like this game's gone by quite quickly. In the 70th minute now. Just another goal, please, to kill the game. We deserve it. Good God, we deserve it. This would be a travesty if we don't win by at least another goal. Keep that alive, Walker. Well done. Comes to Kevin now, the danger man, who finds Kyle. Look at Foden. There he is. Nice. No, I don't have a shot now. Oh. City just can't find a position. And now they give a foul away. Shelvey on Grealish. Shelvey trying to square up to Grealish for some reason. Does Shelvey look like fat? Halves, what are you doing, mate? I mean, it's a bad foul on Grealish. Like, why do these players do this? I have no idea how that wasn't a foul on Kevin. Like there, why isn't that a foul? What's the difference between Edison on Nketiah and that on De Bruyne there? No difference. Be consistent, referees, you bag of AIDS. Oh dear. Well, I can't fault the performance because we've, you know, overall, it's been fine. We've been absolutely dominant and Forest have had no chances and we've been battering them. We've missed 5 big chances, so the finishing is terrible. But in terms of the overall performance, I am happy. I told my dad just get Peacock with the VPN because it's only a couple quid a month. But he says no, so I guess we'll just pay 40 quid per month like an idiot. But I guess if you live stream it, you'll be behind the actual TV delay, won't you? So maybe that's why. Little, I think, Jack. Little. I think he makes up for it. And Bayern lost 3-2 in the end. Wow. There's still a genuine title race then going on in the Bundesliga. Oh, for the crossbar. I think it's a combination of goalkeeper and crossbar, yeah. Can I ask how Erling has done that dreadful 2 chances in less than 30 seconds? Yeah, it's not been his game in front of goal. To be honest, Flumper. But hey, to be fair, he's normally very good in front of goal, so I think we can forgive him for, you know, missing that sitter, considering how many goals he has scored this season. But yeah, normally that should have been in the back of there. That should have killed the game. Another corner for City. Here is Rodri. Again, I feel like it's another decent chance for City. From the City's set pieces in recent weeks have been very impressive, both defensively and offensively. In terms of like creating chances. Alvarez time, says Louis. Maybe. 3 points separate first and fourth. Wow. Wow. Oh, I'll tell you what. If Dortmund win the Bundesliga and City fail to win the Premier League, like, the moment Haaland leaves Dortmund and goes to City, I'm never going to hear the end of it. You know why Bernardo's in left and not Rico? I mean, to be fair, Bernardo's been doing a very good job, to be honest. What? Diaz has got to win that. Oh, that's sensational defensive work by Ruben Diaz. He's snuffed out that counter-attack before it even started. Well done, Ruben. That's insane. Got to win that, though, and you do. Well done, Diaz. God, Diaz is so good, man. Can't get over how good Diaz is. Oh, what ball that is. Is it? Oh, never mind. Navas gets to it ahead of Foden. Diaz, in terms of the last-ditch defending, is insane. Vincent Kompany, shades thereof. Yeah, Dortmund title charge. It could happen. Shut up, halves. I hate you so much. Yeah, thank you for sending the exclamation marks. I can tell. I can tell if people are being cheeky if they do the exclamation marks. Apart from that one thing where he should have played in Haaland, but I think he would have been offside anyway, Foden has been good. It was sad when Diaz was injured indeed. Yeah, it was terrible. I don't think it's a coincidence that we... Oh, God, here come Forest. Bernardo just clears it. Well done. I don't think it's a coincidence that we had some a bad run of performances when Diaz was out of the team. He is very important. And the difference in the golfing quality between him and Akanji. Akanji's good. But the difference between him and Akanji is insane. Union Berlin are one off top. Oh, wouldn't it be cute if they won it? Have they ever won a German title, Union Berlin? I have no idea. Yeah, the Navas one is an interesting one, isn't it? It's staggering they were able to attract that sort of player. Shut up, DR. I swear down. I swear. Leads at 19th, indeed. Waiting for Edison and Ortega. I've always backed Edison. He is starting to let me down, though. He is starting to let me down. I think he's made 2 high-profile mistakes this season. One against Spurs. One against Arsenal. Thankfully, neither has mattered. Thankfully. But off the top of my head, those are the 2 really high-profile mistakes he's made this season. And thank you so much for following the Twitch, Grey Snail. Darwin Nunez starts. Let's take a look at the Liverpool lineup, shall we? Let me know who you support, by the way, Grey Snail. If you are new, let me know who you support. Let's have a look at the lineup for Liverpool. I can hear the non-existent City fans. Oh, Van Dijk's back. So it's Gomez is starting. Is Matip not available? He's on the bench. Okay, interesting. By Setic, I can pronounce that now. Fabinho and Henderson. Gakpo, Nunez, and Salah. Is Luis Diaz still not available? He's not on the bench, I'm assuming not. What am I going to do after the match? Asks, oh, Chief Witzel, thank you so much for following the Twitch as well. Let me know what team you support. If you don't want to get involved in the chat, you don't have to. What is kick? But yeah, what am I going to do after the match? I'm going to have a shower. I'm going to get ready, because tonight I'm going out with my girlfriend and my parents to a restaurant. We're going to have a lovely meal, and it's going to be great. And we're going to have a lovely chat. It's going to be lovely and wonderful. Oh, you're an Arsenal fan? I'm here to see City draw. Well, hopefully, from my perspective, I'm a City fan, Chief Witzel. So I hope that doesn't happen. But I'd say, what, if it does, if City do anything but win this game, it's a travesty. City should be about 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 goals up. This has been a terrible game for Forest. They've been shit. But City have not had their finishing boots on today. It's taken a world-class finish by Bernardo. I don't think I've ever seen that from City. 5 big chances, all of them missed. Well done, KX. 20k, jeez. Oh, is that 200k actually? Bloody hell. Finds goal difference compared to the rest of the league is stupid. Yeah, I still expect them to win the league. But I'd love it if Union Berlin could win it. Hello, Florim. How you doing? Kicks, what are you going to do with those knob coins? What are you going to do? I might have to, like, enforce a thing where it's like, if you don't use them, you lose them, like, come the end of the year or something. You know, like annual leave. Don't worry, so you can get more knob coins. It's all good. You get them just by watching the stream. It's as simple as that. Right, 12 minutes left. What do you think about the Arsenal game today early, Chief Witzel? That was mental, wasn't it? I support Manchester City, Florim, and England. Let me know who you support. That's a City throw. Well in. It's just annoying because this game should be done, but now there's... Oh, Chris Wood is on as well. There's going to be like a late 10-minute flurry from Forest, and if they actually get a goal, I'm going to cry. Let Nottingham Forest cook. They're currently cooking up a serving of food poisoning in this game. They've been dreadful. In the first half, they had 15% of the ball. They've been woeful in this game. So if they get anything from this game, it's a massive... It just goes to show the best team doesn't always win. Arsenal got out of jail, but Jorginho is a GOAT now. Yeah, I agree. I thought a draw probably would have been a fairer result, but hey, we take those. Well, sorry, I'm sure Arsenal fans take those. But United, excellent stuff. We've got loads of United fans here, so don't worry, you're more than welcome here. Shut up, KX. Oi! Why isn't the debate of the day updated? The debate of the day should be, what's been the most impressive newly promoted team in Premier League history? That should be the debate of the day. What's the most impressive newly promoted side? I think Southampton, when they came up, they were very good. Eventually, I know they struggled at the start, but then they brought in Pochettino and they sorted themselves out. Brentford last season were very good. Fulham this season's a good shout. Yeah, Emma says Brentford. Yeah. 9-point Derby sides as Chief Witzel. Brilliant. No, Jack, I promise you, I did it. I inputted it and I saved it. It's for some reason it hasn't carried over. Sheffield United. That's a good shout. Yeah, their first season. Yeah, you're absolutely right. That's a good shout. With their overlapping centre halves. That's a throw into City, is it? No? It's still in play. Nigel something or other. Was he the manager of Southampton initially? When they came up in 2012? What was he called? Can't remember. Forest game robbed, says Quinch. No. This has been one of the most one-sided games I've seen in recent memory. Bernardo did really well. Can I count Leicester for the second season? No, it's got to be the debut one. It's got to be the debut one, I'm afraid. Yeah, Fulham this season's a very good shout. Nigel Thornberry. Is that Morgan Gibbs-White you're looking at, Chief Witzel? Right, 9 minutes left. This is getting a bit upsetting from a City perspective because Forest are actually coming a bit forwards now. They do have Chris Wood. They do have that aerial presence. Nigel Atkins, that's the one. Oh, sorry, that Nigel Thornberry. I thought you were saying Morgan Gibbs-White looks like Nigel Thornberry. I was like, what? In Cardiff. Did Cardiff survive that year? Or was that the year they went down with Solskjaer? Was that 13-14? I think it was, because Cardiff beat City and Negredo scored. So that must have been the 13-14 season. Yeah, Nigel Atkins and Pochettino came in and they immediately did so much better. Right, 8 minutes left. Can City just kill off this game, please? Put me out of my misery. A massive throwback by Digster. Birmingham City 2004. Erling. Oh, that's nice by Foden and Haaland. Look at Haaland bringing the ball forwards. Have a shot, mate. Oh. Plays in Grealish. Oh, someone shoot. Kevin, terrible, man. Come on. Why we play ourselves into amazing goal-scoring positions, and then we overplay it and get into a worse goal-scoring position and then decide to shoot? Like, what are we doing here? Again, Grealish did well. De Bruyne's got to do something. I feel like he can take a touch there. There are 2 balls on the pitch. Interesting. Very interesting. Multi-ball is now a thing in the Prem. We're robbed of glory, by the way. We're at our best before World War II, but the war took all of our momentum away. Oh, blame Adolf, to be honest. Blame Adolf, no cap. If City somehow don't win this game, it's just going to be one of those days where you can't really overanalyze it. It's just... It's just a freak result. Because this has just been mad how one-sided this game has been. Here come Forest. That's too easy. It's far too easy. They've actually... Oh my god, they've actually scored. They've actually scored. Oh my fucking god. What is happening? What the fuck is this game? How? This is terrible. How on earth has this happened? This is actually pathetic, guys. How on earth have we not won this game like 5-0? I'm so hurt. The Forest fans singing, "Who are you?" Mate, you've been shit all game. What are you on? Can't believe that. I can't believe that's happened. This has been the most one-sided game I've watched all season. The most one-sided game. I can't believe that's actually happened. That is staggering. The most undeserved draw. Terrible. This is terrible, man. Absolutely terrible. I mean, you're saying that, Dixter, but we've had all game. Look at our chances. Look at how many big chances. Look at the XG. Yeah, look at the fucking look at the attack momentum bar. This has been the most one-sided game in the history of the world. I don't even know what to say. I can't even really be angry at City. I don't know, because I don't know. This just shouldn't be happening. It just shouldn't be happening. This should be like 4-0 City. This is the most undeserved dropping of points I've ever seen. I'm just staggered. Alvarez is coming on, by the way. Oh, now you're singing. Yeah, I just can't even begin to I can't even begin to explain my disappointment. And immediately it means that we're now 5 points behind Arsenal again. Hooray! That's why football is cruel, because you can be the better team for the whole game, like by a mile. And it's just annoying. It's so frustrating. I wonder what Twitter is saying. It's probably exploding, Digster. Just beat a Northern Irish team in Scottish Cup on FM. Well done, halves. And now, sadly, we've got to look back, and we've got to look back and go, all those missed chances. That literally an open net. De Bruyne is off, by the way. Literally like an open net. It's like, what? What? How on earth have we not won this game? I'm going to keep saying it. How have we not won the game? That's a free kick to them. Brilliant. I'm numb. Just numb to it. After the high of the the high of the Arsenal result, and now this. I put him Sterling, brilliant. Tab, I don't know what that means, to be honest. Ake's coming on, interesting. I'm upset. Yeah, so Ake's off, so I'm assuming it'll be Ake left back, Bernardo on the right wing now. I am assuming. I have super senses as tab. Interesting. It's not a foul. Get up, you paedophile. Terrible cross by Walker. Now he's going to stay down. Brilliant. At least we didn't lose. Thumper, this is a loss. This is a loss. This is terrible. This might as well be a loss. There's no world in which City failed to win this game, and yet we're living in the real. It's like that fucking Doctor Strange one. You know, I did fucking 12 trillion billion simulations, and this is the only one. I can't remember a more one-sided game in recent memory. Even the 6-0 against Forest earlier in the season, this has been more one-sided and dominant than that. Your clean sheet's gone. Oh, Tab, I'm sorry about that. I do apologize for that. Yeah. I mean, like, I'm happy with the performance. Because the fact of the matter is, we created all the chances. We just weren't able to finish all of them. Should have just, like, finished one or... You know, finish, like, 1 or 2 or 3 of them. That would have been nice. Hello, Liam. Sadly, City are about to drop 2 points for no reason. Oh, how sickening. Don't foul him, Ake. Don't foul him. Grealish has the ball now. Shut up, TR. Liam, thank you for following the Twitch. Laporte with a defensive clearance there. Interesting. And it's a foul. Brilliant. This is so stupid, man. So stupid. Can't believe it. I just don't know what to say, guys. I'm actually speechless. Actually speechless that this game's happened. That this game has gone the way it's gone. It should be 4-0 is what this game should be, and somehow it's 1-1. What is going on? Odegaard did miss an easy chance. You are correct. Gonna go find a hedgehog and do barefoot kickups with it to try and feel something. Yeah, I just feel numb. I was starting to get a bit more hope the City might, you know, have a good chance of winning the title, and now it's like, that win against Arsenal is now basically irrelevant. So well done, guys. I don't blame the tactics because we've dominated them. It's been embarrassing how much City have dominated them. It's just been an issue of not finishing chances. I mean, you can't legislate for Erling Haaland missing a sitter, like literally like an open net. Or same with Laporte. There's nothing that you can really do about that. I don't know the Chelsea score, Carla. I think it's still 1-0 to Southampton. Not sure about that one, TTV. To be honest with you. Oh, it's a corner. I thought it was a kin... whatever. Corner to City. Can we have another, like, clear header on goal, which goes to nowhere? That'd be cute. That'd be cute if we could do that. That'd be cute. I can't believe we dropped 2 points in this game. I'm going to keep saying it, because I still can't believe it. There's a part of me which is like, is this real life? He's gonna blow the whistle. And for some reason we didn't even bother punting it long. Amazing. Amazing game. As I say, I'm speechless. I think that's the worst. That is worse than the Manchester Derby loss for me. Wrexham have fumbled, brilliant. Yeah, that's worse than the Derby defeat for me. Oh, look at them celebrating. You didn't deserve anything. It's so embarrassing. That's the annoying thing. It's the fact that it was so undeserved. The most one-sided game you'll ever see. The most one-sided game I've seen all season. Hello, EH. Thank you so much. Terrible. I can't believe it. City didn't play badly, that's the thing. City were not bad this game. We created so much. We deserved to win about 4-0. Forest were embarrassingly bad. They were terrible. Awful. And yet, City somehow dropped 2 points. Yeah, staggering. Staggering stuff. Laporte missed a sitter. Haaland missed a sitter. Yeah, just don't know. Just don't know. I'm having a look at the highlights here. They're going to show us more sitters that we missed. I don't know. Won't be able to sleep tonight, says hello. Yeah, well, yeah, sad that's just deflated me now. It's that Laporte one might be worse than the Haaland one. I don't know. Because he's normally good in the air. Yeah, no. In all seriousness, Foden had a good game. The one instant where he should have squared, he'd have been offside anyway, so it's irrelevant. And it took an unbelievable finish. Of all the goals we scored, of all the easy chances we created, the one we take is a really hard long shot. Somehow. So yeah, it's a bit mad. I don't know. I got to go to the pub with a Liverpool supporter as well. Bet you love that. Hello. If you're new, follow. Because I'm upset. Make me happier. But yeah, so in terms of the league table, it means that Arsenal have a game in hand. And they're 2 points clear. So they're so in my head, they're 5 points clear. I mean, it's better than being 8 points clear a few weeks ago, but it's so annoying because after the Arsenal win, you thought momentum, only 3 points behind, can build something here, keep pressure on them, etc., etc. I know, Baldy, I know, yeah, and somehow, as I say, well, let's just reevaluate the stats. If you didn't watch the game, you know, obviously if you watched the game, you already know. But if you didn't watch the game, you don't even need to watch it to understand how much of a one-sided affair that was. 5 big chances for City, missed all of them. Next year of nearly 2.5, 23 shots, 75% of the ball. Look at the attack momentum bar. It's basically all blue up until their goal. Most one-sided game ever, but football does not always reward who the better team is. And there's no doubt here, City were unbelievably the better side. It wasn't Edison's fault, to be honest, Baldy. I mean, I can't even really remember who the goal really, but no, Edison wasn't to blame. I mean, it was probably a midfielder allowing the ball to come in too easily. But I mean, really, the fault is the chances weren't finished. Laporte had a free header, and somehow squared it straight at Navas, and then missed his follow-up. That's the annoying thing, KX. If it was like an unbelievable siege mentality and fantastic defensive performance by Forest, I'd hold my hands up and I'd go, fair enough, you were unbelievable defensively, you put bodies on the line, your goalkeeper was staggering, But it wasn't that. They were not good. That's the annoying thing. They were. I could take it easier if they were better. Or if they were good defensively. Forest was so bad. That's probably the worst team I've ever seen play City this season. I'm not exaggerating. That's it for me. That's even worse than Forest when they lost 6-0 against us. I think we created less in that game, and we beat them 6-0. I just can't get. I can't get over it. I can't get over that. I need like another 5 games in a row to happen now because I'm so annoyed at the manner of what happened there. What team do I think would be top 4? Arsenal, City, United, and Spurs. Not necessarily in that order. That's what I'm going for. So yeah, it's very annoying because it was the most undeserved point from Forest ever. And I don't really know what else to say apart from that, in all honesty. Yeah, I'm bewildered. I'm beyond. I'm just numb. I'm numb to it all. And I'm gonna go out and try to have some fun with my girlfriend and parents. In a game we should have won comfortably 4-0, 5-0. We somehow end up dropping 2 points. And again, it's a game where Arsenal earlier probably should have dropped 2 points. Like, a draw was probably a fair result based on the play. They end up winning it. A win here was fair based on the play. We end up drawing it. So, it's a huge swing. But anyway. Callum, I don't know how. Callum. Because it was, as I say, it was the most one-sided game in the history of the universe. She is hello, yes. Yeah, Callum, I'm sorry that we couldn't do Bournemouth a favour. But Laporte missed an open net twice. Haaland missed an open net. And we just missed chance after chance after chance after chance. For no reason. And then... How many shots on target did Forest have? Was it like 1? Was it the goal? Is there a way I can find that out? It just says shots. They had 4 shots. I want to know how many shots they had on target. I guarantee it's like 1 or 2. And that was the goal. This will tell me. Miss. Blocked. Miss. Right, yeah, so they had 1 shot on target. Unless you counted the block. Let's count the blocks 1. 2 shots on target. Nicholas says the goal's the only... Yeah, Right, I'm going to go now. Before I go, I'll say it one more time. I can sort of take... not winning if you didn't deserve it. If the other team were good. If the other team were good defensively. If they were solid. This was not it. I don't even know what this is. Apart from it being the most one-sided game ever, but there you go. I'll be back tomorrow for more Football Manager at 5. We'll also be watching the Spurs West Ham game. So make sure to join me for that. If you're new, hit follow. So you all stay live for LNobbins content. And I'm going to go try to forget about the result and go try to enjoy tonight. And I'll see you all next time, as I say, tomorrow, 5 p.m, Football Manager, the 5-year plan with Middlesbrough. If you're new, hit follow. Goodbye, guys. Oh, and if you feel sorry for me, go support your boy on Patreon. If you want to, that's the best way you can support your boy. It's £1 a month. You can support as little as, or £12 for a whole year, which is like the price of a fish and chips. So if you want to do that, and if you are able to, if you've got any questions about it, hit me up on the DMs in Discord. But if you could do that, guys, that would be huge. If you could and are able to support. As I say, the link is there. If you're on YouTube, the link is in the video description. You get lots of lovely perks. As I say, really cheap as well. £1 a month is literally very cheap. So hope you can support if you can. Goodbye.